In the early 1980s, gay adult cinema was transforming into a well-oiled industry. Studios were becoming more professional, and VHS had opened up an entirely new form of distribution. Audiences who once experienced these films in theaters were now watching them from the privacy of their homes. And they expected more. They wanted stories, they wanted chemistry, they wanted realism. A director who began his career in the mid-1970s would help make that possible. His name was Matt Sterling, a filmmaker whose influence on the gay adult entertainment industry was enormous. This is Demystifying Gay Porn. My name is Ike Grande, and if you watch gay porn, I've definitely helped you get off. Matt Sterling was the professional name of Jack Default, who was born in Massachusetts on October 8, 1942. But beyond those basic facts, very little about his childhood or personal life was ever recorded. He often worked under pseudonyms and stayed largely out of the spotlight. Sterling became a pioneering figure in California's gay adult film scene, founding Brentwood Studios in San Francisco in 1974, one of the earliest companies producing short gay erotic films. In a rare interview with Jerry Douglas, Sterling explained that he entered filmmaking almost by accident after working in the fashion industry and running a mail-order clothing business. Brentwood Studios can be seen as a precursor of what Falcon Studios would later become, and Sterling served as the studio's primary director throughout the mid to late 1970s. Through his work, he helped establish early frameworks for gay adult film production and distribution, supporting the industry's transition away from earlier formats. Sterling would later direct for Falcon Studios throughout the early 1980s, where he made his first major breakthrough with the film Huge.
On my face. Man, I can hardly wait. Guess you must have felt that way when you got your own bike.
Throughout much of the 1980s, Sterling worked with both Falcon and Huge Video, directing one successful film after another and creating some of the defining titles of the studio era.
Like, man, she was a real hot piece of ass.
In my country, that's what we call warm-up.
In my country, that's what we call bullshit.
Well, your game go right now, huh?
Yeah, I was really looking forward to playing with my friends.
His films helped shape the visual language of the Falcon system. Polished lighting, simple narrative framing, and a focus on believable chemistry between performers. Sterling believed adult films should feel real, and usually cast performers with natural presence, men who didn't require much direction because he preferred to keep direction to a minimum. He was also known to sometimes film sex scenes before shooting dialogue, using those moments to see whether the chemistry between performers actually worked. That emphasis on realism would go on to influence a generation of directors who followed. Beyond directing, Sterling also helped shape the business model that allowed gay adult cinema to grow. With Brentwood Studios, he helped define the early production of short erotic films. And through Huge Video, he helped expand distribution into the VHS era. His work with performers like Jeff Stryker, Ryan Idle, and Joey Stefano helped launch careers that would come to define the late 1980s and early 90s era. In late 1988, Sterling developed Guillain-Barré syndrome, a serious neuromuscular disorder. The condition gradually began to affect his professional life. However, Sterling continued working whenever possible, though at a slower pace, increasingly shifting into roles as a producer and editor on various projects. After a career that spanned nearly 3 decades, Sterling's final works as a director were Feast Your Eyes in 2002 and A Matter of Size 2 in 2005.
Hey, let me know if I can help you find anything.
On December 6, 2006, Jack Dufault, known professionally as Matt Sterling, passed away at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles.
Well, as usual, you were great last night. Must have been a real high for you. I know it was a high for me, just hearing you play.
Hey, thanks, man. You know, it really feels good pleasing that many people.
Matt Sterling helped professionalize gay adult filmmaking and shape the aesthetic of the studio era. Sometimes the most iconic filmmakers are the ones whose names you barely know, but whose influence you see everywhere. And like many pioneers of early gay porn, Matt Sterling left behind few personal details but a shitload of hot films. You've been watching Demystifying Gay Porn. I'm your host, Ike Grande. Demystifying Gay Porn can be found on every podcast directory as well as YouTube. Demystifying Gay Porn is on X, Facebook, Instagram, Substack, Threads. And if you like what you're watching or listening to and want to be a part of the process, head over to patreon.com/Demystifying Gay Porn, where you can support this podcast and YouTube channel, and I can continue making content like you've just enjoyed. As always, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like, leave a comment, and let me know what else you'd like me to cover. This is Demystifying Gay Porn. My name is Ike Grande, and if you watch gay porn, I've definitely helped you get off.